Japan, a country on everyone's bucket list. With a seemingly endless amount of landscapes and experiences, it's no wonder over 31 million people have traveled here just within the past year. The cities leave you in awe, the nature makes you want to cry. There really is something for everybody here, especially if you're a foodie. Many will see Japan via the golden route of Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. And while that's enough for an amazing trip, I wanted to provide an alternative. An itinerary so unique, Tokyo TV interviewed me about it 2 different times. This uncommon itinerary has all the must-see spots, but also the lesser-seen beauty that many travelers miss. By the end of this video, you'll be inspired to enjoy both the common and uncommon adventures to be had here. So, if I only had 14 days in Japan, this is exactly how I'd spend them. Our journey begins in Tokyo, the super city capital of Japan. With unlimited entertainment mixed with the ancient temples, our trip starts off with a bang. Next, we'll take the Shinkansen bullet train to Kyoto and experience the serenity of the ancient capital of Japan. We'll then take a day trip to Nara, where deer seem to run the town, along with some of Japan's oldest temples. From Kyoto, we travel to Osaka, the kitchen of Japan, known for street food, nightlife, Nintendo World, and a famous castle. And with 5 days left, we start the most uncommon leg of our trip, where you'll get to choose one of 3 mini itineraries to experience before going home. Your first side quest is to have a highball in Hokkaido. You'll be immersed in natural beauty that 99% of travelers never journey to see. Our second side quest is to trek along Tohoku, a handful of days exploring hidden onsen towns, massive statues, and the world's largest sake vending machine. Or you can stay close to Tokyo for the theme park party, where we take advantage of the meticulous Japanese culture that has created some of the most detailed and immersive theme parks the world has to offer. Finally, you'll spend your 14th day in Tokyo for some last-minute shopping, checking out any attractions you missed, and preparing for the depressing flight home. Here are some things to know before your trip. While you're planning your trip, the best months to visit Japan weather-wise are from March to June or September to November. We went from April to June and still caught some of the cherry blossoms despite being later in the season. Google Maps will be your best friend here. Apple Maps and other apps in my experience are a bit inaccurate and confusing. Taxis and Go, which is like Japan's Uber, are pricey. So most locals and tourists utilize Japan's efficient and advanced public transport. Metro trains and buses will get you everywhere you need to go at an affordable rate. I'd recommend buying an IC card at the airport when you land. It's basically a debit card for public transport, but it's also taken at payment at convenience stores and other places. Simply tap the card to board any public train or bus, easy peasy. You can even refill it when needed at a ticket booth or any major station. Definitely get yen, Japanese currency, at the airport. Many places, even in Tokyo, are still cash only. You're not going to want to be caught short after eating your fill at a local restaurant. Lastly, even though Wi-Fi is everywhere in Japan, I found it helpful to have cellular data. This is definitely optional, but it's gonna help a lot when looking stuff up on the go. Upon landing in Tokyo, we'll commute from the airport to the peaceful district of Osaka, where our accommodations will be for the first few days. While still being in the middle of Tokyo, it's a much less overwhelming place to navigate, which is much needed after finding your way through a Tokyo airport. After checking into our manga-themed hotel, we'll stroll 150 meters to our first major attraction, the incredible Sensoji Temple. While Asakusa was the leading entertainment district of Tokyo during the Edo period, it now has a curious sense of calm at night. Sensoji is Japan's oldest established temple, and you'll truly get a sense of the historic past Japan has here. Lucky for us, the temple is illuminated until 11 p.m. and plenty of restaurants are open late. So after a bite to eat, we'll call it a night and rest up for the days ahead. Day 2 begins with some matcha green tea and breakfast. We stayed at Hotel Tabinos, aka the Manga Hotel, which was in the heart of Asakusa. I definitely recommend it as you'll want to explore the district during the day as well. As you can see, we definitely have a busier vibe during the day. In fashion of Japanese tradition, we'll pick up a omikuji, or a sacred fortune.
93.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Yay, good fortune.
For the best view in the area, we'll head to the Asakusa Tourism Office, 8 stories up. You'll have a sweeping view of the district and be able to see the Tokyo Skytree and the famous Asahi Beer Company's building.
Please call me Yama.
Arigato, Yama.
Asahi.
Wow.
Okay.
Get closer. My gasoline.
In need of some gasoline ourselves, we stop for our first taste of Japanese sake and lunch with a view of the famous turd.
Wow.
We'll walk off our lunch and do a quick visit to the Tokyo Skytree. Mostly famous for the highest view in all of Japan, you can get access to both sky decks for about $20 a person. Next stop, the district of Shibuya, the heart of Tokyo's bustling energy and modern urban culture. Famous for having the busiest crosswalk in the world, Shibuya Crossing, where it's not uncommon to see things like this.
I think someone's over there.
There is too much to do in Shibuya, but we'll start with visiting some of the stores that evoke nostalgia for us. The Pokemon Center has the real Mewtwo chillin' here. A huge selection of Pokemon plushes and merch. But be prepared for a long line at checkout. Thought the Capcom store was really neat, just next door with Ryu here. Jump Shop, which features a selection of anime merchandise. And of course, the Tokyo Nintendo store. All of these stores are located in the 10-story Shibuya Parco shopping mall. We stumbled upon this really cool Disney store that has a pretty immersive layout. After hours of shopping and exploring, we find our way to the Hachiko statue, a symbol of Japanese loyalty. Hachiko would await his owner's return from work every day at the Shibuya station. Even after his owner had passed away, Hachiko awaited his return for over 10 years until he died. His story inspired movies, literature, and this really cool bronze statue. Shibuya takes on a very different vibe at night and is definitely worth exploring. If you're out late, try the following bars, clubs, and izakayas. Day 3 will mostly be spent in the quirky electric town of Akihabara. The towering electronic stores and specialty shops dedicated to video games, anime, manga, and collectibles bring visitors from across the world. Even peculiar Japanese trends like maid cafes. We'll try out Taito Station, a 6-story arcade complex with an endless amount of crane machines and games. Pick the game with a genre you like and try your luck. Or is it more of skill? Western arcade games took steroids and made their home here in Japan. Dance Dance Revolution with no arrows, and forget Guitar Hero, try Expert on this piano variation. After gaming to our heart's content, we head to Super Potato, the popular yet slightly hidden multi-level retro game store. The main floor oozes nostalgia as it's dedicated to retro games, consoles, and related merchandise. We found plenty of gems to take home here. The levels above even create a retro arcade. Nakano Broadway, while being a metro ride away, is a less tourist-filled, more anime and manga-focused version of Akihabara. Many locals prefer it, so if you're a big anime fan, be sure to make some time to visit. We'll ride over to our lunch reservation in Ginza, the district that brings sophistication and culture together. Designer fashion, artisanal crafts, and Michelin-starred cuisine make up Japan's premier shopping district. Ein Sof is a plant-based dining experience that only seats 2 tables of 4 at a time. Our bento lunch included a variety, and everything was incredible. The fluffy strawberry pancakes and sweet ice cream blew my mind, to say the least. In Ginza, there's a lot of shopping to do, but you have to visit the Itoya store, a store that takes stationery to another level. 12 levels, to be exact. While we couldn't settle on which of the $3,000 pens to purchase, we did decide on this card. If you've got some time to spare or you're loving the area, some other recommendations are as follows. While many in Tokyo go to sleep, Shinjuku comes to life. The neon lights, busy crowds, and red light district of Kabukicho make this the liveliest nightlife area in Japan. We haven't got a single prize from a crane machine yet, so my newfound liquid courage instills a fire within me to bring one home. I'll soak in my victory as we make our way to Golden Gai, where we'll be ending the night. This small 6-row block holds over 280 bars in it. Here you can visit friendly bars such as Deathmatch in Hell, or wherever the god of alcohol tells you to go. Even though in this bar that I chose, they only understand Japanese, we used a translate app and enjoyed their welcoming hospitality. Our mode of transportation will be the Shinkansen Japanese bullet train to Kyoto. Since its inauguration in 1964, it has a flawless safety record despite traveling over 200 miles an hour, connecting people to the major cities in Japan. How smoothly we cruise at such a high speed is rather impressive. No need for cup holders, I suppose. Be sure to reserve seats on the right side of the Shinkansen when heading to Kyoto and on the left side during your return trip to Tokyo. You'll possibly get a view of Mount Fuji on a clear day. Jet lag was starting to hit us a little bit, so we had a slow morning and didn't get to Kyoto until late afternoon. After checking into our hotel and settling into our room, we head to the Saikan rooftop bar. On top of the Noga Hotel, it comes with great service and a beautiful Kyoto skyline view. Our first full day in Kyoto starts at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. Founded in 711 AD and dedicated to the deity of rice, prosperity, and business, it attracts millions every year to hike through the thousands of vermilion-colored torii gates. Being one of the more popular destinations in Kyoto, I was a bit worried we wouldn't find a place to take a picture. But if you continue up Mount Inari, the traffic starts to dissipate the higher you go. The hike to the top of Mount Inari takes about 2 hours, so most people find their way to this tea shop about 30 minutes up and turn around from there. On the way down, your legs get a bit of a break, so just take it slow and soak in the serenity. Our second stop will be a retirement villa built in the 1300s that was eventually converted to a Zen Buddhist temple, Kinkakuji. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, its stunning appearance comes from the top 2 floors being entirely covered in real gold leaf. Tourists are not allowed very close, and probably for good reason, but the entire area is tranquility at its finest. Making our way back to the old town of Kyoto, we stumble upon a ramen restaurant, Gian's Soy Milk Ramen. And in my opinion, it was the best ramen we had in the entire trip. On a scale of 1 to sugoi, I rated it sugoi. Before day's end, we'll pay a visit to Kyoto's Nintendo store because of this shroomed up Mario that's unique to this location. It's less busy and actually seems to have more selection than the Tokyo location. Be sure to head up to the second floor to find this spot too. We'll shop until things close and then grab a pic with the illuminated Kyoto Tower. Our last full day in Kyoto will be enchanted by the surreal atmosphere of the Arashiyama bamboo forest. Early morning is your best shot of enjoying a less crowded forest, but since we took our time getting here, A single photo alone was a challenge of patience. We did finally get one though. This area also has the Awatayama Monkey Park. I definitely recommend going to it, but we opted for another one in a different location. You'll hear about that soon. Our next stop is Sanjusan Gendo, a historic Buddhist temple renowned for its collection of 1,001 statues of Kannon, the goddess of mercy. Photography is not allowed inside to preserve the sacred atmosphere and actually to discourage over-tourism. The rest of the day, we decided to visit some small shops, eat some local treats, and enjoy the atmosphere of a quiet Kyoto neighborhood. If you've got some more time here or yearning for another site or two, here's some other suggestions. A short train ride from Kyoto, and Nara is where we're going to spend today. Famous for the wild deer running the town, as they are considered sacred messengers of the gods. They'll demand food for you entering their domain, make any area their napping grounds, and even make traffic stop for their elegance. Buy some deer crackers from a local vendor and participate in the global phenomenon of feeding the Nara deer, because they will be expecting it.
Oh, it's gonna pull your pants down.
Show your newfound Japanese manners and bow before giving your treat.
Ooh, so much slop.
Just try not to get swarmed by them. The walk around town is relatively short, so be sure to pay a visit to Todaiji Temple. You walk through the Non-Diamond Gate, one of Japan's oldest structures constructed in 1203. Passing by two giant guardian statues leads you to the Todaiji Temple to see the largest bronze Buddha statue in the world. Be sure to enjoy the show and eat handmade mochi at the Ukumido Pavilion before night. Here are some other great options if you're considering spending some extra time here. Day 8, Osaka, commonly known as the kitchen of Japan, but known by many Japanese for its comedy and funny culture. Test out the Osaka bang for yourself. Many locals will respond accordingly. We'll be trying some of the street food soon, but first we'll check into our hotel, which is in sight of Universal Studios Japan, our first big stop in Osaka. If you're a Nintendo fan, you'll want to visit the original Nintendo World that has a bit more to offer than the ones in the US. Yoshi's Adventure Ride gives us a view of the entire park, and even a sneak peek at the Donkey Kong area that just opened. Bowser's Castle brings us to the first Mario Kart ride ever made that uses augmented reality while you race. It's pretty awesome. Stop by Toad's Cafe for a drink, bite, and immersive dining experience. The 1UP Factory has the best Nintendo merch around, and a lot of it can't be found except in the Japanese location. Your goal at the park is to enter Bowser Jr.'s challenge, which you can only start after winning the 4 mini games in the park. With the character meetups and hidden hallways, it really makes you feel like you're in a Nintendo game. The themed ride at Universal Studios Japan was Demon Slayer, and they actually changed this ride once a year to cater to a different anime. Even the dining option and all the merchandise stores follow the same theme. The rest of the day, we'll be checking everything out that we can't buy back at home and choosing what we want to take with us. Our hotel is a short walk back from the park, but the main reason I picked it is that it boasts one of the largest hotel onsens in Osaka with skyline views. The soak is incredible after a 25,000 step day. The next day, we'll take our Nintendo train to Osaka Station. The passageway to the famous Osaka Castle. Built in 1583 as a samurai stronghold, it's one of the most famous landmarks in Japan. The moats and stone walls were impressively preserved, so it makes it a great place to stroll and imagine what life was like back then. As we shift from day to night, the Dotonbori district gets lively. The entire area lights up to advertise drinks, street food, and entertainment. Must-have dishes are okonomiyaki, a sweet and savory Japanese pancake, and takoyaki, a savory dough ball of grilled octopus and other ingredients. Have a drink and enjoy your night Osaka style. Congratulations, you have finished the golden route of Japan. If it wasn't before, now's your time to shine. You'll pick one of the following side quests to put a flashy close to your 14 days in Japan. An extra achievement on your side quests will be venturing by car. It's not required for these trips, but I found the freedom and autonomy of being able to pull over wherever I want, whenever I want, extra rewarding in my Japan trip, so I would totally recommend. Our first side quest to have a highball in Hokkaido begins in Aomori, famous for the Nebuta Float Festival and its apples. After a short plane ride from Tokyo or a Shinkansen ride, tour the Nebuta Museum, dedicated to the stunning Nebuta Festival, where handmade glowing floats are over 30 feet long and are carried to ward off evil spirits and celebrate the seasons. The level of detail and craftsmanship put into everyone is quite impressive. Next door is A Factory, where you can buy your own fresh Aomori apples, apple merchandise, and try their famous cider made there in-house. We'll jump aboard the giant ferry from Aomori to Hakodate. We reserved the suite, which is larger than some hotels in Tokyo, actually. Might as well make good use of the bed. We land on the massive island that is Hokkaido and get introduced to their terrifying mascot, Melon Bear. With the evening upon us, we'll take the ropeway up Mount Hakodate to see what locals call the $1 Million View. The Hakodate Morning Market is one of the freshest seafood spots in Japan, so that's where we'll begin our morning. Just a 45-second walk from the JR Hakodate station. After breakfast, we owe a visit to the tropical botanical garden that hosts over 100 monkeys in their onsen. The monkeys are very protective of their spa, so we found it better to watch from afar and throw them some apples. We hop in our rental car and pass through some of the cherry blossoms as we make our way to our next stop, the Noboribetsu Onsen Town. Along with being a top-rated onsen spot, its iconic volcanic landscape, Jigokudani, makes it a famous attraction. Here in Hell's Valley, you can actually see the boiling volcanic water that feeds the surrounding hot springs. Sweet smell of sulfur in the air. It's good. That water is way too hot for anyone to want to get inside. But maybe there's somewhere else we could put our feet in. Around here's, maybe. We'll soak in the Grand Bath, one of the largest onsen baths in the world. Each of the baths have their own different temperatures and different minerals depending on what kind of healing that you'd like. There's a bunch of these big guys since Noboribetsu is known as the town of demons because the waters were so hot, it must have been controlled by them. Kind of creepy, but interesting. 90 minutes north, Sapporo will host us for nighttime drinks and dinner. The Susukino district is famous for this big guy and having hundreds of food, drink, and entertainment options at night. Sure to try Genghis Khan, which is a lamb mutton barbecue. It was named after Genghis Khan because this is the food Japanese assumed he ate on a regular basis. You can try a small local bar and have some conversation, or go somewhere like Flair Bar where a show's involved. Either way, you're going to have an awesome night. Just make sure you have a highball. The next morning, we check out the Hokkaido Jingu Shrine, a great spot for cherry blossom watching and a cultural experience. We'll grab some ramen, say goodbye to Sapporo Tower, and head eastward for some nature hunting. Another nice perk of renting a car, stumbling upon these really cool parks that are in complete solitude. Eventually, we reach the blue pond of BA, It gained a popularity in 2012 when it was featured as an Apple screensaver for the Mac. The mysterious blue water that now science can explain attracts over 2 million every year to see it. Even with blue mochi, which is probably not as natural. We continue through the central Hokkaido nature to Ueno Farm, formerly a home for gnomes that supposedly kept this farm colorful and beautiful during the spring, summer, and fall. It even offers a cool overlook after a short hike. Nonki Land, or in Japanese, Higashimokoto Shibazakura Koen, is the pink carpet wonderland in Hokkaido. We arrived about a week before full bloom, but still could admire its beauty and imagine what the full hills of flowers could look like. Much further east, if you dare such a drive, is the Road to the Sky. I wouldn't recommend coming here in such a short trip, but put it on the list for next time. We won't be able to cover all the spots we went to in Hokkaido in this video, so be sure to subscribe if that sounds like something you'd want to watch. Head back tonight to Sapporo and make the most out of your time before flying back to Tokyo. Hokkaido in the winter versus the spring looks very different, so here are some things to do in different seasons. Side quest number 2, trek across Tohoku, will start in the Gunma Prefecture. There's no flight necessary as this is just north of Tokyo. This mountainous area hides the top-rated Kusatsu Onsen. The town even claims to be Tanjiro's favorite onsen spot, so I had to go. After a tour around town, we'll take a dip for ourselves, and the temperature definitely takes some getting used to. Pit stop in Niigata, famous for its sake. You can become a connoisseur as well after visiting the largest sake vending machine in the world at Honshukan. With over 100 varieties, you will not be able to try them all, so choose wisely. Each tasting fills an entire sake cup, and you can buy 5 tastings for about $3. A pretty smashing deal. But you can get smashed in the process.
Watermelon.
Oh, we need more of these.
Really?
Oh my god.
On our trekking route is one of Japan's most enchanting places, the Ginzen Onsen in the Yamagata Prefecture. The town's traditional look inspired the bathhouse scene in Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. When in an onsen town, definitely take advantage, or at least try the foot baths. running water in the background with the incredible architecture has me feel like I'm in a dream. Our final stop across Tohoku is the growing city of Sendai. On our way, we see one of the world's largest statues, the Sendai Daikenin. Over 320 feet tall, it's hard to miss and is definitely worth a trip to see. Before exploring downtown, pay a visit to the Sendai Castle, where they honor Date Masamune, the founder of Sendai. If you haven't ordered your highball yet, spend your evening in Jozenji-dori Avenue, shopping, drinking, and eating. Cow tongue is a specialty dish of Sendai if you're interested. Or if you're not, still find a place to have some fun. If you want to spend more time in any of these places, here are some other recommendations. Our final side quest option will offer 3 bonus stages, and it all begins with Ghibli Park, the largest and most immersive park for Studio Ghibli fans in the world. While tickets will need to be booked at least a month in advance, it's worth the planning to be admitted. I'll link the website in the description where you can book your tickets too. On day 10, instead of going all the way back to Tokyo, you'll take the Shinkansen from Osaka and stop in Nagoya. You'll spend the night here and then take a short trip the next day to Ghibli Park. Ghibli Park recreates all the Studio Ghibli animated sets and makes them into life-sized ones. In case you don't know, Studio Ghibli is responsible for the global sensations like My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, and the Academy Award-winning Boy and the Heron. So instead of a roller coaster themed park, it offers an immersive recreation of these worlds and many more. The first area we went to was the Grand Warehouse, which is the main indoor attraction with most of the exhibits, related artifacts, and life-size sets. I would definitely recommend coming here first because it takes the most time to get through the Grand Warehouse. While there is a large section where video and photography is strictly prohibited, you can take pictures with these recreated scenes of their most popular films. We got to see the Valley of Witches, where they recreate a lot of Howl's Moving Castle sets. Mononoke Village for all things Princess Mononoke. But we weren't able to get to Totoro's forest. Even if you're not a Studio Ghibli fan or don't know much about the movies, you're still going to have a ton of fun here. The next morning, we check into the heavily requested Toy Story Hotel. Fortunately, we got on the website 2 months in advance, so we were able to book it for a one-night stay. All parts of this hotel transport you to the Toy Story universe. From the lobby area that looks like a board game, to the backyard with all of the characters, you can really imagine being one of Andy's toys here. And of course, we're staying in Andy's room. complete with the Etch-a-Sketch TV. At Lotso's Garden Buffet, we'll eat our Toy Story themed food and take the monorail just outside to Tokyo Disneyland. While there are many classic rides you may have been on here before, there are some that are unique to Tokyo Disneyland. The first being the phenomenon that is Baymax's Happy Ride. The employees have choreographed dances to every song, and everyone in line seems to know all the words despite there being many different songs that play. It really was a cultural experience. The Beauty and the Beast ride was incredible, and we got to see the animatronic technology Tokyo Disney is well known for. The Monsters Inc. was really cool and much different than the ride in the United States. Unfortunately for us, we arrived just as they updated the Winnie the Pooh's Honey Hunt ride, where you adventure through the 100-acre wood and Pooh's mind as he experiences a psychedelic dream. One thing I also noticed, Mickey Mouse tends to take a backseat to Donald Duck here. It's interesting. There are 10 different flavors of popcorn that you can try. So fill up your popcorn bucket and enjoy the nighttime parade. Another hotel option I'd recommend is Hotel Miracosta, which is actually attached to the other Disney park, Tokyo Disney Sea. From thoroughly decorated rooms, the custom-fitting pajamas, I really enjoyed my stay, to say the least. Whoa, it's a bag. I feel like a king. Prince Ali, handsome as he. Ali Ababa. M. M is for money. McMansions. Mickey Mouse. Luxury. Look at this. You want to see this? So good. After another buffet breakfast, walk right outside to Tokyo Disney Sea, the most unique Disney park in the world. From Journey to the Center of the Earth, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Ariel's Palace, an enormous replica of Aladdin's Agrabah, and a massive volcano, it really is an entirely different experience than you'll find at any other Disney park. You'll see more adults at this park as it tends to cater to an older audience. Our timing was also perfect here as we visited the $1 billion expansion, Fantasy Springs, on opening week. It was incredible. There's a new Frozen ride, a new attraction for Peter Pan, and Tangled and Tinkerbell. The wait for the gift shop was almost as long as some of the rides, but it was well worth it. Tokyo Disney Sea is so large, it takes an entire 2 days for you to experience most of it. So you may consider using your final Tokyo day here if you really like Disney. Day 14 has finally come and we are back in Tokyo. The trip has flown by, and sadly, it's almost time to go home. Team Labs makes for a great last day attraction. The exhibits are both intriguing and relaxing as you become a part of them. If you missed anything or held out on shopping, now is your time to do it. Tokyo has different districts depending on what you're looking to bring back home, so here's a list depending on what you're shopping for and what district to go to. Regardless of what you do with your last day, just soak it all in, be present in the moment, and say goodbye to Japan until the next time that you're here. I hope this video was helpful as you plan your trip to this amazing country. And if you have any questions, comment below. I'd love to help you any way I can. I sincerely thank you for watching this far into the video, and if you thought it was helpful, give it a like, and if uncommon itineraries are appealing to you, be sure to subscribe. Happy traveling, and I hope to see you in the next video.